Liam Payne, the name that brings a flood of memories, not only for fans of One Direction, but for music lovers worldwide. From a hopeful young boy auditioning for the X Factor to an internationally acclaimed pop star, Liam Payne's journey has been a roller coaster of dreams, achievements, fame, and ultimately, struggles. His life is one of immense highs and unforgettable lows, a story that goes beyond the fame and into the personal challenges that shaped him. This is the story of Liam Payne, his remarkable successes, his undeniable talents, his battles, and the tragic twists that marked his path. Liam James Payne was born on August 29, 1993, in Wolverhampton, England. Even as a young boy, Liam faced adversity. He was born 3 weeks early, with one of his kidneys being dysfunctional, leaving him vulnerable to sickness. Yet, he grew up with a passion for music and performance, influenced by the greats in music. By the time he was just 12 years old, Liam was already working towards a career in the entertainment industry, honing his voice, learning instruments, and performing wherever he could. His first big break came in 2008 when he auditioned for the X Factor UK at just 14 years old. Despite his impressive voice and undeniable charm, he was told by Simon Cowell that he was too young and was asked to return when he was a bit older. Most young singers would have been discouraged by this, but not Liam. Determined, he spent the next 2 years improving his singing and stage presence. When he returned in 2010, he gave a performance that would change his life forever. Little did he know that he wasn't just going to make it as a solo artist. He was about to be part of one of the biggest boy bands in the world. In 2010, the X Factor judges decided to form a group from 5 young contestants who had all been eliminated from the boys category: Niall Horan, Zayn Malik, Harry Styles, Louis Tomlinson, and of course, Liam Payne. Together, they became One Direction, and though they didn't win the X Factor, they won something far greater, a place in pop culture history. Their debut single, What Makes You Beautiful, catapulted them to stardom in 2011. From that moment, One Direction took over the world. They released 5 studio albums in just 5 years, breaking records and selling out stadiums globally. From their massive hits, like Story of My Life to Drag Me Down, they became the voice of a generation. For Liam, these were the golden years. As one of the most dedicated and ambitious members, he took on a lot of the responsibility for the band's success. Liam wasn't just a singer. He also contributed heavily to songwriting and production, shaping the band's musical evolution. This responsibility, combined with his work ethic, gained him the reputation of being the father figure of the group. Though the world saw the glamour and excitement of One Direction's success, few understood the toll it took on Liam and his bandmates. Behind the scenes, life was far from easy. The band's relentless touring schedules, lack of privacy, and constant media attention left them physically and emotionally drained. For Liam, the pressures of fame often felt overwhelming. In 2015, One Direction announced their indefinite hiatus. To the world, it was a shock, but to the band members, it was a necessary break. Liam had been at the peak of his career but was exhausted. The world of a superstar may seem glittery, but for Liam, it was also a source of isolation and anxiety. The highs of fame often come with hidden costs, and for Liam, they included struggles with mental health and the pressure to always meet the expectations of his fans and the industry. After One Direction's hiatus, each member ventured into solo projects, and Liam was no exception. He released singles like Strip That Down, featuring Quavo, which became a hit, and followed it up with other songs like Get Low and For You. While his music explored new themes and sounds, Liam found that being a solo artist was different than he had imagined. Gone was the comfort of his bandmates, and now all eyes were on him alone. Although he enjoyed creative freedom, he also had to grapple with new pressures and the intense public scrutiny that came with his solo career. Despite the commercial success of his solo music, Liam faced internal struggles. The fame that had once seemed like a dream now often felt like a cage. Away from his bandmates, he battled with loneliness and anxiety. These challenges began to take a toll on his personal life, including his relationships and his mental health. In interviews, Liam started to open up about his battles with mental health and the toll fame had taken on him. He admitted to suffering from depression and anxiety, which he attributed, in part, to the pressures he faced during his time with One Direction. Liam was candid about his struggles with alcohol, revealing that he often used it as a coping mechanism to deal with his emotions. In recent years, Liam's honesty about his mental health has resonated with fans. His openness about the realities of fame and mental health has helped to shed light on the fact that success and happiness are not always synonymous. He used his platform to talk about his experiences, hoping that his story might encourage others facing similar challenges. But while he was helping others, Liam continued to struggle behind the scenes. His battles with substance abuse, depression, and the pressures of fame intensified, leading to several high-profile incidents and controversies that only amplified his feelings of isolation. In the later stages of his career, Liam's public image took a hit as he faced personal and professional challenges. There were reports of strained relationships, and his erratic behavior at times led to concerns about his well-being. Fans who had grown up with him were heartbroken to see their idol seemingly spiraling, as Liam continued to grapple with the darker side of fame. Despite attempts at recovery and finding balance, Liam continued to struggle. In the end, the pressures and the weight of his inner battles proved too much. His story became one of lost potential, a tragic reflection on the toll that the entertainment industry can take on those who give everything to it. According to the initial reports, police in Buenos Aires have confirmed Liam's passing after a tragic incident at a hotel. Authorities reported that Liam fell from the third floor, and they had received a 911 call about a man in distress at the scene. The details are still emerging, but this news has already sent shockwaves through his millions of fans and music lovers everywhere. Liam Payne's journey with One Direction began back in 2010 when the group was formed on the X Factor. Alongside Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Louis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik, they skyrocketed to worldwide fame and became one of the best-selling boy bands of all time. Even though the group went on hiatus years ago, Liam continued to keep his music alive and stayed connected to fans, releasing solo tracks and supporting his fellow bandmates. It's hard to imagine a world without Liam's voice and talent. His music, both with One Direction and as a solo artist, has impacted millions and will continue to resonate with fans who have followed him for over a decade. Liam Payne's life and career are a powerful reminder of the complexities of fame and success. From his early dreams to his meteoric rise with One Direction, he achieved more than most people could ever imagine. Yet his story also illustrates the hidden costs of fame and the challenges of maintaining mental health in the face of relentless public attention. Liam's legacy will forever be tied to the joy he brought to millions of fans worldwide, the music that defined a generation, and the honesty with which he shared his struggles. He may have faced a tragic end, but his story carries with it an important message about self-care, mental health awareness, and the courage to confront one's inner demons. As we look back on the life of Liam Payne, we see a man who lived his life in the spotlight, whose journey was filled with achievements, but also great pain. His story reminds us that no amount of fame, fortune, or success can shield us from the struggles that make us human. Liam Payne's life may have had a tragic ending, but his impact, his music, and the memories he gave us will live on. So let's honor his legacy by remembering not just the star, but the person behind the fame who wanted nothing more than to bring happiness to others, even as he struggled to find his own.